live. Welcome to today's session of this workshop. I am Dayo Samuel. This is how to significantly increase leads and revenue with YouTube and podcasts. And today I'm trying out a new system. I'm trying out a different way to stream, and somehow I'm kind of not completely happy with what just happened. I mean, I got here immediately to 11:57. I've been sitting here and somehow I couldn't figure out how to get into the live stream. The stream had taken off my scheduled meeting and everything became confusing. So perhaps this may be a little feedback that I might have to report to the owners of to the support of this particular service that I'm using. Again, this is how to significantly increase leads and revenue with YouTube and podcasts. And today I am taking you in the second workshop. We started with workshop number 1 some days ago, and today we are continuing with this second session. Okay, at this point, I need to go and confirm that everything I'm doing is actually working. So let me go back to YouTube right now and go to confirm that everything I'm doing is working. So I need to be sure that what I'm doing is working. So if you are here right now, please type yes in the comments right now. Please type something in the comment right now so that I know that at least what I'm trying to do right now is working, so that I don't get to just go on and finish for the entire workshop and there is nothing, literally nothing that was captured. So I'm checking my own phone here right now. So I'm trying to check my phone now to see if everything is going fine. Okay, based on what I can see here, everything is going on great here. So welcome again, welcome. Today is workshop number 2. Okay, so in case you're wondering, what is this guy doing? Well, this is what I'm simply doing. I'm checking on my phone here to see if the live stream is going fine. And based on what I've seen here, I think it's going great. Hello, welcome, Shogun Akiode. Good to have you here today. As you can see, today's stream is better and it's still the same network, is the same everything. Nothing has changed. However, there's lag. That's sure. There definitely might be some lag, but at least this is a lot better, a lot more interesting, in the sense of the video is the difference between, okay, Shagun, you mean a lag between web and mobile? Oh, okay, I get you. Emmanuel says, let's go, boss. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. So welcome. And hopefully this is going to go great today than whatever we may have experienced in the last. I want to start off by saying thank you very much for those who gave me feedback based on the last workshop that we had. It's been totally amazing. And I'm glad that some of the things that we covered was very helpful. And I'm glad that some people could give me production feedback based on what went on with the live stream. In fact, that's the main reason why I'm changing this stream today to try out a different service, so that previous service doesn't continue to behave the way it was. Even though I'm used to that previous service, it somehow, I think sometimes we need to test new things in order to find out if this will work or it won't work. So if this works, I'm going to upgrade this particular account and continue to work with this. So let's jump right into today's conversation. And today we are looking at how to significantly increase leads and revenue with YouTube and podcasts. I'm just going to go straight right in so that I don't waste your time. I want us to start off with this simple conversation here, that practice produces more progress than perfect planning. I want you to note that right now. Practice produces more progress than perfect planning. If you are listening to me right now, you know I am a fan of let's figure it out, that everything is figure outable. That is, even if you don't have it all properly laid out from the beginning, as we go on, we can always figure things out. So at this point, I'll most likely take myself off screen so that I can focus on to be that, and this happens to be that a lot of people have more subscribers on their channels, more subscribers. Oh, really? So the audio was off. Wow. So it means I need to thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that. So I'm checking here. I hope the audio is back now. I hope the audio is back now. Please let me know if the audio is back now. Please let me know if audio is back. Okay, is audio back now? In case you are seeing me looking away from the screen, from the camera, it's because I'm looking at my phone and trying to use that to gauge what's going on. So audio is back from my own side here. Okay, great. So it means I can't take myself completely off screen. So I have to put the two of them together this way. So hopefully this is going to go great. So here is what we will. Let me see if something can be adjusted here. Let me see if something can be adjusted here so that, okay, great. So this is how we are going to continue with this particular live stream. So there's a couple of problems that I have found, and that is that plenty people have more subscribers than money in the bank. And personally, for me, I am not a fan of having more subscribers than money in the bank. I prefer to have more money along with more subscribers. And of course, there are people who might be watching this right now, which may be posing a problem. You've seen hundreds of free videos on YouTube about how to succeed on YouTube, and even listen to podcasts about how to succeed with podcasts, but none seem to work for you. Third is, I've seen, and there might be people watching this right now who dabble, get distracted, and leave off saying, but this thing doesn't work. I want you to understand that the way it's going to work is very, very simple. So this is what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to show you how you can have more money in the bank as your subscribers increase. That is, you don't necessarily need to have more subscribers than you will have money in your bank. You will have both money in the bank and you have subscribers as well. I'll also show you how to structure how you create your videos and podcasts so that they can lead to more sales, lead to more clients for you. And I'm also going to give you the system that powers your business, which allows you to be free and yet be more profitable. If this is something you are interested in, say yes right now. Let me know that this is what you want to learn today. So great. Thank you, Funsho. You're welcome. Good to have you back. Now, just before we jump into this conversation, I want to share with you a simple testimony to let you know that this thing actually works. So this is Yinka Fashinro. Her name is also Yinka Ajagbe. She says, hello, everyone. My name is Yinka Ajagbe, and I'm a storyteller. I tell real life stories to drive my point home on child abuse. I met Dayo Samuel in September when I heard a podcast. I was so excited because it was what I had been thinking of doing, and I thought it would take a lot, but alas, Dayo made it easy. My first podcast was not great as expected, but now I have mastered the art, and in less than 3 weeks of starting a podcast, I got 2 clients. You get that? So rather than doing it for many months before having a podcast, before having their clients, because there's a structure, in less than 3 weeks of starting a podcast, she got two new clients. And she says, thank you, Dayo, for making it easy. And as for the video, I'm willing to try it out. Now, you'll be wondering, what does as for the video mean? It is because what we worked on together was video podcasts. And so she started off with audio before doing video. And so as we get on today, you will understand how all of this works and you'll be able to do it yourself. So let's do a little recap of what we covered in workshop number 1. In workshop number 1, we talked about the scene, and we said that your scene matters a lot in the sense that it needs to look professional, yet it doesn't have to cost you a lot in order to create a good scene. You can see this was my scene as at September 2017. This is October 2017. This was January 2019. And this is December 31st of 2019. And this is how it looks right now. In fact, saying that this is how it looks right now, you can see that this is how I currently look right now. It's still the same scene that I'm using. So it's not that it's not that deep. Second, we also covered the content, that is how you can create content that makes sense to the people who want to work with you. We talked about relevance. We said that the first thing you need to do is you need to create content using what people are searching for. So you say what you want to say will match with what they are interested in, and that creates relevance. And number 3 that we covered last week, we talked about the system. And I told you that YouTube and podcasts are effective systems for consistently attracting new clients, generating qualified leads, because it's available 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Today, I'm going to go in deep into this content and this system today so that you can understand that. And we also talked about you. And we talked about your wow, your wisdom, your wit, and your why. And we talk about how bringing the 4 together helps you to succeed on YouTube, because it is a tube for you. It is a channel, your own TV channel. So today we'll get into this conversation and fully explore this subject of how YouTube and podcasts generate leads and revenue for your business. So if you are interested in that, say yes right now. Please type something in the comments right now so that I know that you are still with me. So type yes in the comments right now so that I know that you are still with me. So I'm watching. I'm checking the comments right now to know that you are still with me. So please type yes, type yes, type yes. Let me know that you're still with me. And if you can hear me, please say yes that you can hear me so that I know that you can clearly hear me. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay, great, great. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you, Funshaw. Okay, Ima, thank you as well. Great. So let's jump right into today's session. This is workshop number 2. And as I mentioned earlier on, this workshop has been brought to you by the YouTube and Podcast Profits Bootcamp, which is starting in the next few days. I'm going to tell you more about that as we go on. So let's look at 2 things here. Number 1 thing that we will look at is what I call the content. And the second thing we will look at is the system. I'm actually going to walk you through everything you will need today. That is, I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to pour everything here for you. And then I'm going to give you an opportunity to take this up and utilize it for yourself. So let's talk about content first. Now, there's what I call content habits. And content habits simply refers to the fact that the way you approach your content. Now, what I want you to understand about content habit is quality does not equal to quantity, and quantity does not equal to quality. That's the first thing I want you to understand about content. When it comes to creating content, especially for YouTube and podcasts, quality is not the same thing as quantity, and quantity is not the same thing as quality. In fact, one podcast can be more useful, valuable, resourceful, and helpful than 100 videos, than 100 podcasts. And if you understand this, you will see that this can be a tipping point for you. I know people who create one, and in fact, the way I want you to understand it is this. one video can take off on YouTube and succeed beautifully well. I know people who only have one video that did really well on their channel, and that video became what helped them to be found by every other person. So one video could be better than 100 crappy videos. But the interesting thing, the balance is that you need to create 100 crappy videos in order for one of them to actually succeed. Now, that is what I'm saying is there's a balance between quantity and quality. One video that is quality is more important than 100 videos because you are doing it for quantity. But you also need to do as many videos because the more videos you do, the more opportunity you get to be found by more people. Do you get that? Now, when it comes to quantity when it comes to quality, even YouTube by default sorts every single video, every single search by something called relevance. So if you search YouTube on your phone or you search on your laptop, that is, if you use web or you use mobile, you'll find that if you click on the filter, it brings out this sort. And when you see this sort here, it tells you that it's sorting. The default mode is sorts it by relevance. Now, the question is, how does YouTube determine relevance? Let me show you what that means. You remember earlier on, and I told you that in order to create relevance, you want to find what people are searching for, the keywords that people are using to find things, and you want to focus on the problem part of that keyword and you want to solve it for them. That's how to create relevance. Now, what I also need to help you understand is that your clients don't want more content, they want more results. So if you think you want to create more content, that is, you want to publish more content, publishing more content does not make your business successful. It is creating more results for people that make your business successful. And you can create these results even before they start working with you, which is what I'm going to show you when we get into content. So that how you can create results for people before they even begin to work with you at all. Now, when you want to create relevance, the way to create relevance is you want to research before you record. And when I say research before you record, it means before you even press record at all, you actually go and find out what are people searching for. And you want to focus on 4 key parameters here. Number 1 is search volume. Number 2 is competition analysis. Number 3 is popular content. And number 4 is related searches. Let me show you how that works. So let's say you are a social media strategist. Maybe you're a social media coach, or maybe you're an Instagram consultant, and you simply want to create a video or an episode, because of course we're talking about YouTube and podcast combined together, right? So you want to create a podcast about Instagram growth tools, and then you type on YouTube Instagram growth tools. You will see that while you are typing, YouTube is going to start suggesting phrases to you. Now, when I typed Instagram growth, tools was one of them that came up, so I just selected tools as an option. And when I selected tools, I pressed enter. A lot of searches came back. Now, let me show you what made those videos to come up and how you can create your own video. Now, if I go ahead and create a video based on Instagram growth tools, what you'll find is, and I hope that you can see my screen clearly. I hope you can see my screen clearly. Please, if you can see my screen clearly, let me know. If you can't see it clearly, please also let me know, because I don't know if this. So the audio is not coming up. Okay, so I found what I want to. Okay, so I've confirmed what I need to confirm. The audio seemed to go away once I take myself off screen. So we are going to maintain it this way. So let's say you want to create a content. You want to create a content focused on Instagram growth tools. So if you type Instagram growth tools, like I said, it's going to pop up a lot of options for you. But then if you check and you find that this is what you truly want to create content on, then the way to optimize and create relevance is you want to find out what other ways can you write Instagram growth to in order for it to give you the opportunity that your video is going to do well. And I use a tool called TubeBuddy, which you can install from the description of this video right now. You can actually install that whether on your phone or on your device. You can install that. Okay, let's say I should zoom my screen a bit more. Now, the challenge with the screen is this particular software does not give me the opportunity to zoom, unlike the previous one I was using. So hopefully I'm going to find a solution to that. Hopefully I'm going to find a solution to that, perhaps. But right now I'm not sure I know how to zoom that in. Wow, this is unfriendly. I must say this is very unfriendly. It's all right. So so the keyword now becomes from I want to create the content on Instagram growth tools. Now, by checking and checking and checking, I found the keyword that can do very well. It says best Instagram tools for business. Now, this keyword says that it is very good in that there are the videos available. You can see video number of videos in search results says 2.47 millions. But the search volume says it is very good. It is good. Competition says it is very, very good because there are not too many people creating videos on best Instagram tools for business. And optimization strength says that this is an excellent optimization. Now, I can go ahead with this, but I can go a little step further and check for the results. That is, this is where I now analyze competition. So now, analyzing the competition, from the first thing I'm doing is I'm clicking results. And when I click on results, the first thing I check is this particular channel has 3 videos based on Instagram tools for business. And then I can see that exact matches in top results. There are only one person who's using the exact keyword. So it means that if only one person is using it, I have the opportunity to actually come up in search result. And then the number one that I'm seeing here is this channel here, and it's using it exactly. So what I can do then is, can I find out what is this guy doing? How come he's the one that is ranking high in this search result? So if I go back on YouTube, this is what YouTube now shows me. And I can see some things here. Number one, the guy has 29K subscribers. And the video was released 3 months ago. And the video has already amassed 4.8K views. The question that becomes, does that mean that people are not interested in Instagram tools for business? No. By the time I check other videos, you can see the next video down here says 5.6K views. Now, that's not even the bigger part. What I can also do is I can take advantage of the tags that this guy has here and simply replicate the tags from my own video. That means if anybody types best Instagram tools for business, my video is going to come up one. If anybody has seen the video of this guy, because I'm using almost the same thing as what the guy is doing, YouTube will automatically suggest my video to the person who is watching this guy's video or may have watched this guy's video. Maybe so. You remember I told you earlier on last session that YouTube uses your watch history to determine the kind of videos that you may be interested in. So if somebody has seen this video in the last 3 months and I release a video now, YouTube is going to send this video, is going to suggest it to the person who has seen a video on Instagram tools for business. You know why? Because YouTube wants to keep people on their platform. Now, in order to also find out what is there a lapse in this video that I can feel, I go into the comments and check and look at here. The guys post a comment here, and you can see people say here that this was 6 days ago. As at the time I took this screenshot, it says, I don't comment on anything, but this video is amazing. Really? So that means I need to find out what did this guy do such that this video is amazing. Your style reminds me of Frank. Flick is overrated, but you can see that people leave comments. But here's what I want you to understand. This guy understands the fact that you need to have a system and a structure behind putting content on YouTube. So this is what I want you to notice. It puts here, here's the link to my free Instagram challenge to help you gain more followers and sales for your business. And guess what? Somebody in the comment also replied him, is your mastermind course updated to 2020? And he replies, it sure is. I always keep it updated with. But you can see that the video has 4K views. Some people in the comment are already asking him about the guy's paid course. So if you do your work well, you won't need to do extra work. Just one work that you do will bring you influx of new clients, new leads back to back. And you don't have to have a course, an online course. You don't necessarily have to have an online course. Personally, online course is part of what we do, but it is not the major thing I focus on every time. Online course is just at the back. Now, using that same best Instagram tools, right here, I can see that it's showing me top channels for this search term. And there's a Vanessa, there's a Thor, that the same guy, and there's social media here. And you can see these are the top channels. But also, this is another thing I want you to pay attention to. Here, it brings out a very, very important part. It says top related opportunities. That is, these are opportunities that there are not too many videos available on them that you can create content on. Instagram marketing, best Instagram tools, Instagram tools. So imagine if you create best Instagram tools for marketing. Well, I don't know if somebody will search for that exact phrase anyway. Now, going a little further, keywords in title, only one person has it. Keyword in description, no one has it. Keywords in tags, 2 people have it. And who's the guy? The same Thor again. Now, checking, this says very good. Can you see that? Again, your clients don't want more content, they want more results. If you're getting me, please say yes. Let me know that you are getting me right now. Let me know that you're getting me. And I hope that this is helpful to you. Let me know that you are getting me right now. Let me know that you were getting me. Let me know that you were getting me. Amazing, 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 amazing. So again, your clients don't want more content. What they simply want is more results. So how do you then create more results for them? Well, it comes down to understanding what I call your methodology. And when I say your methodology, this is what I mean. For every single person who's creating content, there's a framework behind content creation. This content creation framework, this is what I teach when I'm teaching people how to create content. There's first of all a message, which is your prompt, which is what got you interested in serving that market anyway. And then there is a market, which is made up of people. Your market is not made up of subscribers, of viewers. Your market is not made up of bots and algorithms. Your market is made up of people, individuals who are interested in the message that you have. And the third part is you want to have a methodology, which is a process that takes them from whatever problem they may have to a promise you want to give them. Now, some people may be here right now who may have seen me, you might have taken some of my courses and taken some of my classes where I've taught this in depth. So you may even understand what I mean about creating, having a message, having a market, and having a methodology. But in case you are new here and you are wondering, so what does methodology mean? Well, your methodology is a specific way of getting to an outcome. Your methodology includes the principles, the practices, the skills, the strategies, the techniques, systems, and innate intelligence you bring to your channel, to your content, to your product, programs, so your clients or students or viewers can experience game-changing breakthroughs and amazing results, sometimes before they even begin to work with you. So what you want to do is you want to create it in such a way, that you want to have your methodology focused on results, not just the theory. You want to let people be able to create even more results even before they start working with you. You know why that is important? Because if you can teach something and people get results, they want to find out, can I get more results, better results if I work more with you? And that is where your paid programs can come in. So when I teach what I call content creation framework, I explain to people, I help them understand that When your message makes sense to a market, it creates what I call meaning. That is, at that point, it resonates with them on a deep level. Now, when your message matches your methodology, you create markers. And what does markers mean? Markers simply means that you have a graded way of creating results for people. So there are people who will get a result for 10% of results. There are people who get 20% of result. There are people who get 30% of result. There are parts of your message and methodology that will get people 50% of result, and there are parts of your methodology that will get people 100% result. So that is what markers mean. So it's helping people to move gradually, coming closer, coming closer, coming closer to the result. But if you don't have a methodology, people will listen to your content and probably snooze. And when people snooze, you lose. Now, when your methodology fits your market, you do marketing naturally without even doing a lot of work. This is where creating content actually does the marketing for you, because when you create a very, very powerful methodology, a result focused methodology, the methodology itself, by reason of you sharing your content, the methodology creates the marketing for you, because people now begin to see themselves as, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. And like somebody said, it will be like, this guy, this black guy that is wearing a black and brown shirt right now, that is sitting inside a studio with a room. This guy knows what he's doing. And so that way, they know that, okay, if this guy knows what he's doing, then I think I can work with this guy. Are you getting me? Now, here's something I want you to also understand. This is Victor Epobasi, and sometimes ago, I hosted Victor on my podcast, and he says that you don't know what you don't know. So today, I had a great time hanging with Dayo Samuel as a guest on his podcast, Audacity2Lead. On the episode coming up on Monday, I cannot confirm nor deny that I might have accidentally confirmed that my two life passions are good food and lots of sex. I've personally recorded over 300 audio programs over the past 15 years. You would think I know all there is to know about audio, but Dayo is in a totally different league. I got schooled. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Dayo. Now, I'm not saying this to brag, but some of the top and the best persons that you know in your industry or in whatever industry, whether online or offline, some of them have been my students at one point or the other. And I have helped tremendous people get results using podcasts as well as using videos. And that's exactly the same thing that I can do for you. Now, the way to do that is through YouTube and Podcast Profit Bootcamp, which is coming up in the next couple of days. In fact, we are opening up the first class by the end of this week so that you can immediately begin to use what we are doing here right now. You can go to audacity2lead.com/profits if you want to join that bootcamp right now. But then let's continue with the second session, the second part of how YouTube and podcasts generate leads and revenue for your business. So if you're getting me, please say, let me know that you're getting me. If you're getting this gist, let me know right now while I take a sip of water. So I'm seeing a question here, even though that doesn't clearly look like a question. Shagun says, I am a bit lost. Let me bring that on the screen. So Shagun says, I am a bit lost on the two-body navigation tool. You're a bit lost on the two-body navigation tool. Well, you don't need to be lost. The two-body navigation tool simply works in a way that it helps you to find how to word the titles, particularly that's how I use it the most. It helps you find a way to word the titles of your videos, the title of your content. And if you create a video on how to best Instagram tools for business, if somebody wants to listen to a podcast and say they see best Instagram tools for business as the subject of the subject of the podcast, the title of the podcast episode, do you think people will listen? Than if you just say Instagram tools to grow your business, they will listen. No, you get. But the fact that people are already searching for best Instagram tools for business makes it even more attractive because they're already searching for that. Now, let me quickly do something here for the sake of those who may want to go ahead and check check out the bootcamp right now. Let me paste the link in the comments so that you can pick that up from there. So let me paste that in the comment section right now so that you can pick that from there. So Ima says, yes, I'm getting you. Yeah, Mrs. says, yes. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is where you can go right now to get to be a part of the bootcamp. Now, you don't have to go there right away, but if you want to, it's very fine. But let's continue with this session. Let's continue with the conversation here. So let's look at how YouTube and podcast generate leads and revenue for your business. Now, this we have talked about how the content works, how to do your content, how to research before you record. Now, I've not talked about how to structure the content because, well, I don't want to take more time like I did with the first workshop. So let's jump into the system now. Now, YouTube and podcasts are effective systems for consistently attracting new leads, new clients, generating qualified leads because YouTube and podcast is always available online. The podcast that I released in 2017 still leads people back to me even today. People still listen to those episodes and send me message. In fact, last week, this is a new week. Last week, I still received an invitation to be a guest on a podcast. And somebody even sent me an invitation. I want to be a guest on your podcast. And that's something that I've created as way back as 2014 to 2017. Now imagine when I transferred that back to YouTube, guess what's going to be happening? A lot more exposure. Now, when we talk about system, there's something that makes up a system. There are three things that make up a system. Now, a system is comprised of input, process, and output. And maybe I should add a fourth part, which I call optimization or feedback loop. Now, if you are setting up YouTube and podcast as a system, you need to understand that this is going to be a system, and you need to know where this functions as a system in your entire business. So let's look at your business as a system right now. Now, your business as a system, there's input, there's process, there's output. Input is how you attract people to your business, how you bring in people, how you bring in traffic, how you bring in leads, how you bring in people who are interested in working with you. Part of the process is conversion, how you get them to convert. And then output is the delivery, which is the result that you create for people. But then in your own business, the most important delivery is that you are generating money. You are generating money. You are generating whether cash flow, you are generating revenue. This thing is very, very important. And it's very, very important for you to understand this because a lot of times people are distracted by too many things because they don't even know what they are distracted by fits into their business as a system. So let me show you some of the things that can serve as input. So if you decide that, okay, you want to build an audience, that's an attraction input for your system. That's an attraction system. There's content distribution, which YouTube and podcasts function in. There's referrals where people refer others to you. That's an attraction. That's an input. There's paid ads, which you can use to gather a lot of attraction to your business. Media appearance, for example, is also attraction. It's also input that you make into your business. Sales invitations, inviting people to buy something from you, that is part of attraction. And you need to understand that the input you make into your business is what determines whether you are going to have money or you are not going to have money. And so you need to understand here that if you take up YouTube and podcasts, you are not wasting your energies. You are not scattering your energy. You are simply doing what needs to be done in order for your business to keep bringing in qualified leads, attracting more people to come do business with you. Now, when it comes to conversion, programs and product development, that is when you have your program, when you have products, those are the ways you convert people. Do you get it now? Strategy calls, for example, is how you convert people. Upsells, that's how you convert people. One-on-one services, that's how you convert people. And all of these are part of processes. Business operations, so running the back end of your business, that is a process. So you need to understand that this is a process. And certification, for example, is also part of the process. Certification simply helps you improve your process. And sometimes certification helps you improve the output that you have in your business. Certification does not make you money. In fact, to be clear with you, sales funnel, what sales funnel does not make you money. Sales funnel is only a part of a system, and people need to understand that your business as a system needs to have these three parts working together. Now, you know that a system is a combination of multiple parts working together as a whole. So when one part is not functioning, other parts get to suffer. So imagine if you're not bringing in the input, you're not bringing in the attraction for your business, then it means that there is no way people will convert, there's no way you will make money. And if you don't have a system that helps you to collect money, that means even when you attract them and you convert them, there's no way they are going to pay because you don't have a system in place that handles that. Now, when we talk about output, which is the delivery, especially when it comes to making money, there are two ways to look at making money in business as an output. First way is to look at it as cash flow, and this is basically the survival of your business is dependent on the cash flow, how much money is coming in the short term. And the second way to look at the money is revenue, which is where growth typically happens. And revenue is a long-term path. So you need to understand. And if you remember, some days ago, I published a video on our channel here talking about dew and rain. Now, the concept of dew and rain is that you need every plant around you grows on dew. Rain only falls once in a while. Rain doesn't fall every day, except it is the season of rain. And maybe you're living in a nation like Nigeria. That's when rain falls every day. But plants that grow in your compound, flowers that grow around you, they grow on dew. And dew falls every day, even though you may not see them with your physical eyes. You know how dew works? Because there's a process, there's a system that God has instituted called photosynthesis. And photosynthesis simply means when sun shines, when sun goes down, somehow there's the flow of water on the leaves that makes them to germinate, that makes them to grow. This happens every day. So you need to understand that you need cash flow to continue to work in your business. Of course, revenue, which is a long-term part, can happen once in a while. Finchas is on what platform will you be holding the bootcamp? The bootcamp will most likely hold inside a Facebook group combined with first of all, the community is going to be on WhatsApp, and the platform for the delivery of the content will be Zoom. So it's not like public, it's like this. It's going to be Zoom, so you can be in the privacy of your house and enjoy it. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want every single person, because it's a boot camp, it's not an online course. So everybody will be joining me live, and we are going to be discussing, we are going to be working through it. So sometimes we even open up your YouTube channel. Sometimes we open up documents, we open up files and look at them. Says the boot camp link is not responding, brings up a blank page stack page. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see. I can't remember the link in my head right now. Okay, so let me try something here. So you see, sometimes it's good to be. So you can try the link in the comment right now. I just posted the link in the comment right now. You can try that. That should take you there. So now let's move forward. Now, when you set up YouTube and podcasts, there's a way YouTube and podcast works. So if YouTube and podcast becomes your major content, this is what happens. With the YouTube and podcast that you create, your social media is fed, your email list is fed, iTunes and 9 other platforms are also fed. Your WordPress website, if you use WordPress, also becomes fed. So it gets to receive new inflow of content. And more importantly, when people listen to your podcast, when people go from your email list, so let's say people listen to your YouTube, for example. Okay, so let me even make it more practical for you. So I released a video here on the channel some days ago, and from that video, people went over to our website and signed up. On my own personal channel, people go from my website to go from my YouTube channel and book calls with me. And so when they do that call, what happens next? By the time we get to the email list, social media, iTunes, or maybe it's even call directly, what does that lead to? It simply leads to what I call PPSS, which is where the money comes in. And PPS simply means products, program, and service. And it is when you sell this program, product, and service that it results in money. And the interesting thing is that as a system, you can have a non-automated system and you can have an automated system. So that is very, very, very important. Now, here is what Praise West said, and of course, a lot of you may know Praise West. It says fear is one thing that holds many back. From a podcasting guru to about the finest when it comes to fear mastery, Dayo Samuel, thanks for healing our world. And Israel Raphael is a business consultant. He says there are not too many people in the online space in West Africa who have as much real experience with podcasting as Dayo Samuel. If you're reading this, follow his counsel. Let me tell you a little about YouTube and podcast profits. Let me tell you a little more. Now, YouTube and podcast profit bootcamp will help you create automated leads and revenue for your business. So while you are building your brand using video podcasts as well, you can go ahead. Now, who is this bootcamp for? This bootcamp is for you if you're a consultant, if you're a coach, if you're a trainer, or you teach others. If you're just starting out on YouTube and have no grasp of how YouTube works, or you are starting up with podcasts and you don't know how podcast works, this is for you. If you're established and you're trying to scale with videos and podcasts, this is going to work for you as well. And if you're struggling and need to grow your business, this is going to work as well, because we are not going to be pouring a lot of content on you. This is a bootcamp. In fact, the way I say it is this bootcamp is not an online course. It is your personalized guide to growing your business using YouTube and podcasts. It is spread over 3 weekends for one main reason, because it's going to take place over 3 weekends. And the reason why it's spread over 3 weekends is because it's focused on implementation. So it's not like an online course that you sit down and you take for 8 straight hours. And after you're done, you're like, okay, so where do I start from? No, this is taking place for 3 weekends. So we get to meet every single week. And then we go straight into what we need to do for that week. And so it's very, very implementation driven. So you are watching what I'm doing, you are doing it. As you are doing it,